Eva Dahlbeck was the aristocrat of Bergman's troupe, a woman who kowtowed to no man. Indeed, Bergman dubbed her the battleship of femininity. His first real contact with her occurred in 1948, when Gustav Melander made a film called Eva from a screenplay by Bergman based on one of his early short stories. Eva Dahlbeck played the flirtatious Suzanne, a girlfriend of one of the hero's close friends. But it was not until 1952, when Dahlbeck's reputation had been established in the wake of no fewer than 26 films, that Bergman saw her true potential. He cast her as Karin, one of the 4 female friends reminiscing about their love life in Waiting Women. Dahlbeck starred opposite Gunnar Björnstrand in the final episode, and it proved a brilliant tour de force of acting.
Ja, här finns sannerligen ingenting att skratta åt.
Har du sett din höga hatt?
Trapped in an elevator while returning from a dinner party in full evening dress, they are forced to talk to each other seriously for the first time in years, and the taunts and jibes fly thick and fast.
Tänk att jag hela tiden irriterande känsla att det är du som ordnat det där med hissen, att det är riktigt hjärtligt trevligt.
Ja, men skulle jag inte vara glad när jag för en gångs skull får vara ensam tillsammans med min älskade man? Nästan hur länge som helst.
It's a miracle of timing and dexterity in a confined space. Bergman knew instinctively how to use Dahlbeck's innate talent for delivering the stinging retort.
Visste du inte att kvinnans härligaste blomstringstid infaller efter fyllda 35?
Nej, jag vägrar att veta det.
Synd. Du skulle kunna ha mycket roligt, du och jag.
Det knakade.
Vad är dig?
I stolen, den orkar inte. Jag vill inte falla på golvet med, det här är ingen färs.
Bergman pursued the on-screen collaboration with Eva Dahlbeck because he felt that she could help him unleash a comedy streak that he longed to develop. This, combined with her elegance and poise, gave her a formidable image. She is every inch a queen, her comportment a joy to behold. She brooks no rival.
Någon av herrarna som har en tändsticka.
His male characters were often pompous and self-satisfied and needed taking down a peg.
Den här går alltid.
Tack.
In Dahlbeck, Bergman found the ideal woman to do just that. 2 years later, she and Gunnar Björnstrand were reunited in A Lesson in Love, a film that's driven by jealousy and the shame that accompanies it, with hilarious consequences.
Jag vill ha det tillbaka, det hela sjukan.
För sent.
As a gynecologist and his ex-wife, they spar merrily, in the style of Hepburn and Tracy. Their arguments are more sophisticated than those that racked the young couples of Bergman's early career. Idealism has given way to a kind of empirical wisdom.
Den vuxna mannen är en raritet, kära David. Därför får en kvinna välja det barn som bäst passar henne.
Barn med genitalier.
Fy skäms.
In 1955, she starred in 2 Bergman films that opened within 4 months of each other, Dreams and Smiles of a Summer Night. The roles were very different and stretched Dahlbeck's skills to the fullest. In Dreams, she plays Suzanne, a fashion photographer who travels to Gothenburg in the hope of persuading her married lover to leave his wife and children.
Susanne.
She does so in the knowledge that life is passing her by, and this adds a note of regret, even desperation, to her performance.
Jag vill att din hustru är död. Din hustru och dina barn. Jag ville så starkt så jag nästan blir rädd.
Dahlbeck's strength here lies in her suggestion of a female pride that's been badly bruised, and of a woman who's made a success of her professional life and a hash of her private affairs.
Du ska gå nu, Henrik.
And like all the greatest Bergman actors, she can act superbly well during even the longest of close-ups.
Vi ska inte ses mer.
Nej.
Vad dum jag har varit. Så vansinnigt. Äckligt. Fruktansvärt dum.
But the role of Desiree Armfeldt in Smiles of a Summer Night unleashed her full potential. Bergman could see more in Dahlbeck in scathing wordplay and hearty laughter. Desiree has achieved success as an actor and singer, and she can hold her own in any argument.
Varför skulle jag vara vän med dig som aldrig haft någon annan vän än dig själv?
Precis som du i så fall.
Jag har teatern, min bästa herre. Och teatern i mitt liv, och jag är en ganska talangfull skådespelerska. Jag behöver inte be någon människa på jorden om hjälp med någonting utom att snurra korsetten.
She's also a maternal figure, a Diana who lays aside the hunt to coddle Friedrich Egermann, the complacent lawyer, played once again by Björnstrand. She is a woman acclaimed in her own right as a stage diva. She exercises a steely control over her private life. She asserts her independence of men and her right to motherhood.
Ungen är min och ingen annans.
Han heter ju Fredrik.
Uppkallad efter Fredrik den stora Preussen.
Desiree.
Alongside Bibi Andersson, Ingrid Thulin and Gunnar Lindblom, she was an integral player in Bergman's early troupe, while yet retaining her own mature image, which may explain why Bergman did not feature her in The Seventh Seal and The Virgin Spring. And she was too warm-blooded a personality to have been considered for the part played by Ingrid Thulin in Wild Strawberries.
Ut med salatmasken så mor blir smal och fin igen. Ut är skjortorna och kragarna och navelbinderna och byxorna hemma gubbängen.
In late 1957, she created a very different personality in Brink of Life, as a pregnant mother who endures childbirth only to find that her baby is stillborn.
Kom fram din lilla rackare, din lilla sprattlare, din lilla tjuvnypare. Kom fram och skåda mor din.
Eva Dahlbeck Stina is a cheerful and optimistic character. Her hair in braids, her open smile embracing everyone, comforting those in distress.
Nej du. Man ska behålla hoppet så länge det går det.
Here Bergman chooses her not for her normally regal demeanour, but rather for her compassion.
Stina är inte så bakom va? Som man kan tro.
Dahlbeck Stina is a true Mother Earth figure.
Oh, ja. Ja, du stampan lilla.
She has a premonition that all will not go well with her labour, and the primal agony of her parturition could not have been performed with such power by any other Bergman actress.
Herregud, inte visste jag att det var så svårt. Mamma lilla. Mamma lilla.
Eva Dahlbeck retired from the screen in her early 50s and devoted her time to writing novels. In 1988 she wrote, "To me, Ingmar Bergman seems the born jester with all the powers of insight this implies. Insight into the ways and paradoxes of the world, the human soul and its conflicts. The sorrow and disgust, anger and revolt that jesting signifies, and the love it entails." For that charmed spell between 1952 and 1964, Eva Dahlbeck enlivened Bergman's work with her robust and civilized personality, even on occasion revealing the quivering soul that lay beneath.